Okay, so today we're doing a exhaust system install on a 95 Eclipse, just like there. So we this is the kit here. You got your header there, and you got the rest of your system there. You know, your piping down to the muffler. I have this is the muffler that came with it. Has these screw-in bolts here. It's light. I'd say it's only about maybe 2 pounds, 2 to 3 pounds altogether. Well, no, scratch that, maybe 5 or 6. Sorry about that. This, like I said, this is the muffler that came with it. It's lighter and it's much rounder as far as the actual muffler cylinder itself in comparison to the other muffler that I have, which I'm going to show you right now. This one here, the cylinder is smaller circumference wise, but it's a lot heavier. And notice the difference on the little part right there for the hanger. But like I said, that is the exhaust system, and you got your spacers and everything. It's a catback system or whatever the case. So far I've started taking out the heat shield on this thing. Of course, you always let the car cool down before you try to do anything under the hood. And that's my assistant there. Normally she's around to help me. The girlfriend there, amazing girl. Told her I would remember her when I'm doing this video. But yeah, these bolts here, these are the ones that come out of there. I used a wrench on some of those and a extender wrench on the others. They get seized up really good, so I used that liquid wrench penetrator right there. $4 from AutoZone. But this is the first part of the video. And the thing to remember about this is that you definitely got to put some elbow grease in there, because sometimes those things get rusted in there real good. It is a 95, so that's only to be expected. But yeah, so that's that. So this is what you'll be looking at once you get the heat shield off. Of course, that's the old factory header system setup. Sometimes it was a little struggle to get that off, but thank you, Chrysler. But yeah, that's what you should be looking at this stage here. And as I said before, you definitely want to get your anti-seize on there pretty good, because it definitely will be a little bit hard to get off. Alright, so here we are in the install. Got the heat shield off, got the bolts out. But on this car here, this line right here, which is attached to the radiator, there's a screw in front of it, and it may be hard to see at the time. There's a screw right there that'll keep the manifold on and will keep you from actually taking it off. Just unscrewing it the last bit. I'm using a 13 mil to get that off. That's the one I'm using to get off on the Eclipse. And once you get that off, looks like that. There you have it. That's what Chrysler makes, or used to make. Old piece of nothing, good for nothing. That's what it looks like after 10 plus years of wear and tear. Original gasket right there. You can see that was just crap, but yep, that's what it looks like.
I didn't get it.
That's what it looks like. And after you get the header off, which to me is the hardest part, the rest of the install is down the drain. Alright, let's get go. You press the red button.
Alright.
The red button. Yes, thank you. I will make sure to edit that out. So, okay, so I finished up the complete install, and as you can see from how the headers looked yesterday, that clean stainless steel color, they have a now bronze color, you might say. From that, one thing to remember when you're doing this install is do not put the liquid sealer on here unless for some reason you lose the spacers. If you do, it's going to burn and smoke and all those other things and blah blah blah. Something that I would suggest for this install is at the back of the exhaust system toward the muffler, there's a bend right there. It'll be real easy just to cut that bend. So as I was saying, there's a bend at the back toward right where the muffler is. If you got a reciprocating saw or a grinder, you want to cut that so it'll be a lot easier just to take that down. And another thing to remember is that after you get this, like the top header off of the original header, there's just two bolts there, about like right there on both sides. After you crank that off and get that released, you really don't have to unbolt the rest of the pipe there. I mean, of course, that's just common sense. You just get that header off there, and the bolts that are down there around the bottom half of it, and then you just go at the back and you cut that bend, and there's like a little sensor that you'll be able to see. You unscrew that and the two hanger bolts, and the whole thing will just drop down. You can just take it out, no problem at all. Let's see there. So yeah, so that was the install. It took a little bit longer than I would have liked it to, but that's just how things go. So that's the after. This is part of the old system there. As you can see, right there is where the old muffler, the original muffler, would have attached, but it, that weld wasn't worth anything, so it detached. As you can see there, I kind of left the bolts together because you just cut and it comes off. This is just more of the system there. See that? Look at that right there. That's that cylinder that I was talking about. There's your catalytic converter. Just rusted to hell. That's what you get. I mean, this is a back shot of the catalytic converter. So, and this is the part that I was talking about where the header attaches. It kind of looks like this. It kind of looks like that when it's all together in the car. You just take that bottom nut out right there. Take that out. Make sure you got this nut out. And make sure you got all your nuts here out. Right here on this screw right there, that nut right there, you'll have to take it off from. There'll be a little screw in the front of it, of the screw. Say the screw is sticking through. There'll be a screw like right here, and you'll pull that flange off. You'll see the flange, and then there'll be another screw behind it. And then, like I said, once you get all the screws off, just wiggle off the header a little bit. You may need to use a screwdriver or a little chisel or something like that. Make sure not to crack or damage the engine though. And take that off, and everything will fall down just like that. As you can see, everything's still bolted together. Just cut it and it all just falls down. There's the heat shield over there. There's the original muffler right there. as you can see. So that's that. I'd just say, guys, be safe. Make sure, if you don't have a hoist accessible, make sure you use, 430 jack stands, and then I would definitely try and put something else up on there just to be sure. And yeah, be safe.